Folks, understand this. In order for somebody to be your enemy, they got to be on your level. Like, in order for somebody to really be a legit enemy of yours, they got to be on your level. I thank y'all for continuing to clicking on, and staying on, watching it all the way through, watching not one but two videos. I appreciate it all. I appreciate all the likes, shares, subscribes, and the donations. I don't press on these things. I don't ask for these things, but they are appreciated. I'd rather people like, share, and subscribe and donate because they feel connected to what we got going on here, as opposed to me asking for these things. So I appreciate that. But yeah, in order for somebody to be your enemy, to be your adversary, they gotta be like on your level. Like, I remember when I was younger, I was, doing things competitively. If we was going to a certain high school, there were certain schools that we knew we had to step our game up for when we was gonna see them. We knew that. And then there were certain schools that we knew we don't care. We're gonna go over here, we're gonna walk all over them. And they can't technically be our enemy. They can't technically be our rivalry because there's never been a time where they was where we was at. There's never been a time where they beat us. It's like a little kid trying to fight a grown man. In most cases, it's laughable. And the reason I'm doing this is because I had a comment that said something about, I don't got no enemies and da 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 blah 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 blah. And why I think it said I'm tired of seeing posts like this. First of all, I'm gonna help you about my page, my channel, our page, our channel here, Big Boss Man Collective. I always say, don't ever worry about how I titled a video. Don't ever worry about how I titled a video, because titling videos, using different images as thumbnails, the descriptions and all of that, timing, that's all about algorithms. I do those things so people can see us, click on us, and when you get in here, you really get the message. So please, understand, even if it say enemy in the title, for some of us, a lot of us, these people could never be our enemy. Because to be my enemy, you gotta be on my level. I have to feel like it was a day where you could beat me at whatever we got going on. And for the majority of you and for the majority of these people, that never was the case. In fact, some people had to create groups and organizations to come against you because they know eye for eye, person for person, they weren't your adversary. They weren't a worthy opponent to be like that. But let me say this. Let me help you, because I had this issue. I used to hear people say, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't got nothing going on, you ain't popping, or, haters gonna come and this and this. And I would look around in my life, I'm like, man, I don't got no haters. I'm good. I try to treat people right. I do well. I take care of my family. I don't got no haters. I don't got no enemies. Until you get it popping with something. Until you start having some motion out in the community, out in the world, some motion where people can see what you got going on. That's when you see the haters. You're not gonna see them when you're not popping. Again, you're not gonna see no hater, you're not gonna see no enemy when you're not popping. I didn't understand that personally. But when you having some motion and some things going your way, and people seeing you having your way out there in the world, they're gonna hate on you. They're gonna be an adversary, even if it's a quiet one, even if it's just the way you take care of your house, even if it's just the way you take care of your kids, even if it's just what you do in your job. They are there. And I'm going to venture to say, if you don't see them, you're not making enough motion. Okay? These people can't truly be my enemy. You never was on my level. But I go back to the description of the kid fighting a grown person. Understand, a lot of these people that was trying to come against you, a lot of these things, people, places, and things, understand they never grew up. You know, sometimes people with personality disorders and things like that, sometimes they're stuck. They're frozen in time. So on the outside, they look like a regular functioning adult. And the inside, they're 4 years old. And so when you a kid in the inside, you have no concept of who your opponents are or what you can actually do. Like I got children. I got 4-year-olds. They think they can move a freaking mountain. I don't want no help. I can do it. I can do this better than you. That is the zealousness of a child. But an old person, an older, mature person who's grown up understands some things I'm not gonna be able to do better than some people. Some stuff I'm not gonna be able to have that other people have. But when you're not truly growing up, in the inside, you get envious, you get selfish, you get distorted, you get skewed. You do things that children would do. Why they got this and I can't have that? So understand, your enemy or your adversary, whatever you want to call these people, are children in the inside.